I'd now like to call upon our Warden, Sayeau, to introduce the Bill Thake Memorial Economic Development Leadership Award.
I'm just going to take a short liberty here. When I first started coming to these conferences about 11 years ago, the theme, predominantly the theme from the speakers was, how do we find jobs for our kids? Where can we want our kids to stay in the area, we want them to have local jobs, but there just aren't enough jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, the world has changed in 11 years. I think you've seen from the speakers that you've heard here today, from Anne's report of the business retention and expansion, there are more jobs in Leeds, Grenville than we have people to fill them. And I want to recognize while I'm here that we have with us today, they were here, I'm just going to see if they all signal, is John McAllister and Stephen Sliwa. Are you still here? Just gentlemen, if you wouldn't stand up. John McAllister is the chair of the Upper Canada District School Board, and I think Stephen is the director, and I think he's left. But I just want to acknowledge the fact that both John and Stephen and the local trustee, Lisa Swan, appeared at County Council meeting a few weeks ago to introduce themselves and what they're doing, and also to try to open a dialogue with the business and municipal leaders to see if there's some way that they can help us in getting the kids ready for the jobs that are available in the area. So John, I want to thank you for coming, and we look forward to continuing that dialogue in the future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure here to introduce the Bill Thake Memorial Award for Economic Development Leadership. During his lifetime, Bill Thake was known for his leadership and mentoring skills. His dedication to Westport and the greater Leeds-Grenville area is legendary. Bill broke many records, serving 52 consecutive years on Westport Council to set a Canada-wide record as the longest-serving head of a municipality. He was Warden of the United Counties for an unsurpassed 4 times. Those who knew him well remember his warmth and his great sense of humor. We are honored that Bill's widow, Marlene, is here with us today and will help me present this award. Marlene, if you could join me on the stage with County's Council Sayeau Andy Brown and Economic Development Officer Deanna Clark, who will introduce our 3 outstanding nominees. If you'd if you'd come forward, please.
Thank you, Mr. Warden. Good afternoon. Deanna and I, or I guess it's still morning, 1 minute. Good morning. Deanna and I are pleased to tell you a little bit about our 2019 nominees. After each biography is read, would the nominee please come to the stage to receive their certificate of appreciation and then return to their seat. Then we'll announce the award winner, and after the award is announced, could all the nominees come and recipient return to the stage for photographs at the beginning of their lunch break. So you'll be tied up a little bit for lunch. So our first nominee is Mr. Ken Davies. He's nominated by the Township of Rideau Lakes. Ken is the owner of Ken Davies Logistics Development in Morton. His company assists small and medium-sized businesses facing logistics obstacles. Ken is passionate about helping Leeds Grenville businesses succeed. He volunteers many hours mentoring entrepreneurs through Futurepreneur Canada. He is currently mentoring a company developing a wellness center in Delta's Jubilee Block. That's one of the things I think Anne was talking about in Delta. Ken was instrumental in launching the Eastern Ontario Manufacturing Network. He has been involved with economic development organizations on both sides of the border and has developed lasting partnerships. Ken serves on the Morton and Area Community Enhancement Committee and was on the Morton Community Hall Board for almost 10 years. He was instrumental in the revival of the Morton Hall as a community meeting place. Please give Ken a warm round of applause.
Our next nominee is Terri Dawson from the Township of Leeds in the Thousand Islands. Terri is a dynamic business leader and owner of the Green Gecko, a destination gift and curio shop in the village of Lyndhurst. She has championed many village improvement groups, including Partners in Economic Enhancement and Revitalization, or PEER, since making Lyndhurst her home about 14 years ago. She's an active member of their local Chamber of Commerce and is involved in community events attracting thousands of people to the village and the region, including the popular Lyndhurst Turkey Fair. So Terri has been instrumental in moving many community projects forward. One is Jonas Street Park, complete with a play structure and sport court. She has also been integral in the development of an accessible waterfront trail, a new community event storage facility, and a promotional billboard for the village. Please join me in giving Terri a warm round of applause.
And now for our third and final nominee is Debbie Wilson. Debbie Wilson from the Municipality of North Grenville. Debbie is a champion of all things community, from sports to business. She's the co-owner with her brother Rick of Graham's Bakery, a multi-generational family business dating back to 1939. Debbie is chair of the Old Town Kemptville BIA Board, vice chair of the North Grenville Community Economic Development Advisory Committee, and a founding member and director of the Kemptville and District Community Association Board. She helped found the Kemptville and District Sports Hall of Fame in 2010, which offers a bursary to provide assistance to deserving athletes and teams. In 2016, Debbie, along with the North Grenville Municipal Heritage Committee, helped launch the first Doors Open event. This year, she was provincially appointed to the North Grenville Police Services Board. Could you please give Debbie a warm round of applause?
I'd like to read to you our list of winners over the past years. Our first winner was Glenn Allen of Westport, followed by Jean-Jacques Rousseau of North Grenville, Don Ross from Leeds and Thousand Islands, Don Muntz of North Grenville, Richard Dumbrell of Augusta, George Tackerberry from Athens, Robert Noseworthy from North Grenville, Wendy Banks from Rideau Lakes, Heather Howard from Leeds and the Thousand Islands, Gerald Tallman and Gerald is from North Grenville, and Doug Bond from Rideau Lakes. Now I'd like to call on the warden to now announce the winner.
The winner of the 2019 Bill Thake Memorial Economic Development Leadership Award is Debbie Wilson, Municipality.
I'm usually not I am at a loss for words because I never ever in my lifetime expected something like this. And I know that there's a couple of people watching from up in heaven. And they were my parents. They're no longer with us, but were a big part of my life. I would really, really like to thank the municipal, mayor, council, and those who put this nomination forward. I'm deeply honored by the trust and the respect that I have earned from you, and I'm thoroughly humbled. I thank you for the award. And good morning.